Hi, my name is Andreas Stuber. I'm the Managing Director of Expertflow, and I'm going to give you a quick introduction on business drivers for a call center and for customer relationship management projects. The idea of this is not to give you a technical overview, but rather some ideas on business considerations that you should deal with before attempting a technical call center or CRM project. Okay, let's first look at a couple of simple statements. It's much more difficult for you to earn a new customer rather to retain an existing one. If you want to get a new customer, you need to do marketing campaigns, reach out, convince the customers of your products, whereas retaining an existing customer is in most cases not a very costly affair. Secondly, because this retaining existing customer is not very expensive, you can almost double your profit if you are able to retain only 5% of your valuable customers. And thirdly, most of the customers leave not because they are unhappy with your product or they don't like what you are offering them, but because they are unhappy with your customer service. So, in a nutshell, customer service, especially in retail business, is more important than products actually, because this is the most important earnings driver. Okay, what is good customer care? Good customer care means that I'm being serviced consistently and reliably. Whether I'm entering a shop of your company, whether I'm accessing your company over the website or calling a phone number, I always get a consistent service. I'm always served wherever I want. I can call you at midnight, I can enter the shop at 8 o'clock in the morning, your website is available at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait on the internet, I don't have to wait when I'm calling you, and I don't want to wait when I'm visiting your shops. And this no waiting time should be applicable throughout the day, never mind where or how I interact with your company. And finally, the company knows me. If I interacted with the branch office regarding a new account opening and then later on I call a bank's phone number, for example the call center should be aware that I'm in the process of opening a new account so that they can maybe assist me and answer some question. I'm also interested that your company is able to provide me some cross-selling or upselling perspectives that may be targeted to my particular profile. So today you might be in this situation. You might have some branches, for example, of your bank that deal with your customers. You might have an e-business unit or a phone banking unit that has their own distribution channel. And again, you might have certain people that pick up calls that might be decentralized, or it might be a centralized call center. The issue very often is that these individual channels might be very good in themselves, but very often they are isolated and they don't communicate with each other. So the goal actually of customer relationship management is to put the customer back into the center of your considerations, so that any interaction that happens with the customer, any transaction that goes on with the customer is transparent to the customer and to your company. What this requires is central data storage about the customer, a central customer interaction history, and you should define customer interaction processes throughout your company, whether these are over the web or over phone or by fax. So basically what you should do is analyze the number and quality of the transactions that you have through each channel. For example, how many visits do I have per branch? How many visits do I have on the internet? How many calls do I have on the call centers? What type of interactions do I have through each of these channels? And what should be my target customer interaction? So basically the task at hand is not just putting into place a call center because everybody needs a call center. The goal here is to design your interactions. And one aspect of these interactions might be a call center, but it's only one of them. So the questions to ask yourself is, which customer do you want to interact with? So you might want to differentiate the customers, highly valuable customer, In a service provider environments, these are typically post-paid customer versus prepaid customers, or in a banking environment, these might be very affluent customers versus new customers, or you might differentiate customers in rural areas versus customers in urban areas, or young customers versus older customers, etc., etc. Each customer segment typically requires a different way to interact with them. So first differentiate along your customer, then which channel, email, call center, web, e-business, web chat, call center, whatever. And define which segment interacts, or you should interact in the future through which channel ideally. And then look at the volume of your interactions. Look at the existing volume of your interactions and look at what you would like to have as a future volume of interactions. You should define whether in the future your bank or your service provider or your whatever is mainly interacting over the internet, whether it's mainly interacting using the shops, etc. There are different considerations behind all of this. And for all of these interactions, define a service level. Define when which channel should be available. When should I be able to enter your branch office? When should I be able to call your call center? Certain channels make it very easy to be available 24/7, typically the web, or phone banking would be an option to have available 24/7, but also a call center. If you have one agent available at 3 o'clock in the morning, your bank is open at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's something that you can achieve in a very cost-efficient way using certain technologies. So all of these decisions are basically also cost considerations. Certain channels cost a different cost, obviously. And what you should define is which customer do you want to serve through which channel and in which frequency. And that has to be carefully designed throughout the company. So you analyze number of branch visits by customer segment today and in the future, number of calls per customer segment, per time, etc., number of e-business transactions, and so on and so on. And you should have a strategy on how to migrate interactions from one channel to the next. Now, good service is very often an investment decision. Whether you invest in a good website or whether you invest into a good service level. Better service level involves costs. So whether you want to be able to answer your calls in 30 seconds obviously costs you much more in terms of agents that you need to answer the call than being able to answer 80% of all calls within 60 seconds. In the second case, you will need less agents. The same goes with your service level in the branch. You should define how long should your people be waiting in the branch. Your customers. How long should they be waiting in the branch? And you should define a service level. Maybe you define a different service level for different customers. Maybe you have corporate customers versus private customers, or platinum customers versus silver customers, and you differentiate the service level according to the customer segments. And the important question is, what is your service level and what should it be? This should be a conscious decision. It's not good practice to just say, well, we have a call center, or we have phone banking, or we have a website, or we have branches. The good way is to say, we have a call center, or we have phone banking, and we answer our calls within 60 seconds in 80% of all cases. That's the proper statement to make for an interaction. And this is an investment decision, obviously. It costs you more agents or more staff if you want to have a better service level, quicker response times, be more reactive.